So let's go here, I guess.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Our group project is going to talk about basic spreadsheet to manage a coffee shop. And it is Yvonne and Anita. We are group 5. First, I want to start with my first part. It is how to determine how much a coffee owns their employees. In this place, we are going to talk about spreadsheet modeling. In the first part, we are given the hours worked this week and hourly salary for 10 employees. We want to determine the amount paid to each employee as well as total hours worked and average hourly wage. To calculate the first employee's weekly salary, you need to multiply the value in cell B5, which is the hours, and also the value in cell C5, which is the wage per hour. So we enter in cell D. We enter in cell D the formula equal B5 multiply C5. In the next employee, we also plug in the formula equal B6 multiply C6 to compute second employee salary. From the third employee to the last one, we use the same formula all the way to Anita Ho. And in the last part, we use the formula equals SUN B5 B14. B5 to B14. We plug in the number, and I computed the average salary per employee with a formula equal average D5 D14. Here we can see that in the first part, the total average, I use this formula equal SUN B5, B14, and the average salary, I also use equal average D5 to D14. The weekly ages, I use equal B5 multiply C5, next equal B6 multiply C6, all the way to equal B14 multiply C14. And the picture, we can see that if an employee has more hours working and their work wage per hour is higher because their experience is higher, they all usually get higher salary than those with less experience and less hours working.
So next, I will talk about how Excel can help you efficiently determine employees' weekly wages. So for this formula, we need the wage per hour and weekly salary, which Anita has talked about previously. So um, as we can see here, it's all just the same, and weekly salary, Anita has talked about it. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk about how we can get the weekly wages, which is very simple, just like before. All we need to do is multiply the wage per hour with weekly salary, which is, as we can see here, it's just equals C4 times D4, which C4 is the wage per hour and D4 is the weekly salary. And to do that, we can copy it to all the employees, which with Excel's copy command, it allows you to easily compute the weekly salary for every employee. Even if there are a million employees, you can do it by simply move the cell, which has the formula, and use the keystroke combination of Control C to copy the formula. And then select the range, which here it is this one. To use the keystroke combinations Control V, and so we don't have to enter the formula one by one. So with this, we then have this chart that showed the results of it. Um, so you can see here. So it's just the same formula all the way down. And again, you can use the Excel, use the keystroke combination of Control C and Control V to easily just copy it all the way down. So
Okay, the third part we are going to talk about predicting the numbers of customer the coffee will have in 10 years. In the first part, we need an input. The spreadsheet model has input or assumption that we use to calculate desired outputs. In the basic customer estimation input model, we need three inputs. First is start, new per year, and churn rates. B2, 100, B3, 20, and B4, 0.15. Start with the first year, we need to estimate our output. We have start customer, which is 100, new customer 20, quicks 15, ends customer 105, and we use the start formula equals C2, and the quick formula equal $C$4 multiply C8. And our end formula equals C8 plus D8 minus E8. And the second year, we use the same formula, start with the star formula. We enter equal F8, and the quit formula is equals C equal $C$4 multiply C9, and the end formula it is equal C9 plus D9 minus D5. From the year 3 to 10, we use the same formula to plug in the numbers, and in Excel, we are going to talk about what we just said, the star formula, E8, in the second year, third year E9, all the way to E16. And here, the quick formula, we use equal $B$4 multiply B8. All the way, we use the same formula to the 10, which is equal $B$4 multiply B17. And the end formula it is equal B8 plus C8 minus D8 in the first year. All the way use the same formula, we get equal B17 plus C17 minus D17 in the 10 years. We use the same formula and we get different number, which is what we need. And the picture shows that the number it is going up a little bit each year. So we get the output we want by using spreadsheet.
lastly, I want to talk about how the Excel spreadsheet can help you efficiently determine employees' weekly wages. So to understand how alterations of price affect profit is the proper estimation of a demand curve. A demand curve shows how changes in price change product demand. So assuming here that the daily demand for cups of coffee is given by 100 minus 15 times price, and profit is price minus unit cost times demand. So assuming that the demand slope is 15 and the demand intercept is 100, so all we need to do is enter the formula and then copy all the formula to all the cells needed. So the formula is, I'll show you here that it is dollar F dollar 5 minus dollar F dollar 4 times F dollar 9, which is the demand intercept minus demand slope times price times the price minus the cost right here. So once we enter this formula, all we have to do is just again use the Excel copy command, which is just to put in the keystroke combination of Control C and select the range you want, which here we want this whole part, so we can just select all the range and then press Control V. So I'll show you right here that this is the formula that we enter in, and all we have to do is just Control C and then just select the range right here, and then just select the range all the way right here. So as we can see here, this is um, the chart that we got from it. As we can see, it goes from like bottom here up, and then it just crashes down again. So that is basically it for our Excel basic spreadsheet modeling. Thank you for your attention, and yeah, thank you.